Hello everyone, okay Manuel once again, and today I'll be doing a very quick one, and basically I'll be continuing from where I stopped in the previous class, where I taught support and resistance, what they are, how to find support and resistance, how to trade them, and then make a profitable market decision. So now today I will basically be showing you the other type of support and resistance, where I actually talked about how to treat support and resistance as a zone or an area, and that's not treating it now as just a fancy line that is drawn somewhere. And in a moment I will be showing you the disadvantage of drawing support and resistance as a line versus that's drawing it as an area. So without wasting much time, if you are a new subscriber to our channel, please endeavor to hit the red subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, as well as give us a thumbs up if you are liking what we're doing, to encourage us to do more, and also help us share this video till it gets to the rightful persons. So welcome back once again. We will be continuing from where we stopped. So if you look at this, like the example we have in here now, I want you to see something very clear here and understand something. Now you can see that this is point A. For one reason or the other, I may not really take time to label them. This is point A, this is point B. Now, but for someone who was trading support and resistance, notice that he missed an opportunity to take a trade here that would have landed him about 69 to 70 pips profit in the market. And why? That was just because he was waiting for price to get to this line so he can make a decisive decision now, as he can actually make a decision that yes, we know that okay, this was rule-based decision, but unfortunately it never got there. And let me tell you, if I should begin to take you through part as in almost everywhere in this chart, you will see this occurrences repeating themselves. And that's one thing with trading, nothing is perfect. So if you will say that no, for me I prefer to just take it as a line, for whatever thing they're talking about is not part of me, I don't want it, I'm okay with this, I'm just fine with this, then believe me, you will really miss out. And before then, I want to just digress a little, just something I couldn't really cover in the previous class. Let me just do it a little and then I'll come back to this right away. Now I wanted to look at this. Let's say I'm trying to show you now another way that you can actually be able to identify areas of support and resistance, especially as a newbie. If it gets so complex that you can't really figure out where is this support or where is this resistance, where can I really say that this is where I need to pick as my area of support or resistance. Now the best thing you can do is to switch from the candlestick chart view, that's a type of chart now, and switch back to the line chart. Now once you are in the line chart, you can see that everything that is happening here was what prices have done. And let's say for an area like this, Let's go back forward. This is 4 hours, or let's just even say with what we have currently. Okay, can you see now? It's easier for me to know that wherever I'm getting squeezes, somewhere that price is squeezing in and then making a kind of a flat top or bottom, that area should be a potential support and resistance area. You understand? So I can also decide to mark out here, or another example, another way is you can pick the peaks. Are you getting it? The peaks of this lines. Now every peak of this line is a resistance, that's, or every trough of this line is a support. And clearly I can mark these things out. Notice this. Notice here. Look at here. I just want you to take a good example, a good look at what I'm showing you and see what I'm talking about. So just pay close attention, look at it closely and see what I'm talking about. You have a perfect understanding of what I'm saying. Now look at the lines, the way I've drawn them, and then let's go back. We'll then switch back to the other view. Now that's the candlestick view, and you will see and understand what I'm trying to talk about. This one, now we just use the troughs and the peaks, and then now can you notice something? Did you see? This is an area. This is an area. Notice what happened. What is so unique and special about this area? Can you see? Previous resistance turned support. Look at it here. Previous resistance, as in, sorry, previous support now turned resistance. Are you seeing it? Because price was falling and then bounced back from here, this point. Now after then, when it broke it, came there, went to it, couldn't break it, and continued falling. This is just a structure, a simple structure. Then now look at these lines. Notice the way I drew those lines. I was just using my line chart, and then I was plotting them in, and look at how, look, notice the way it held here, and notice the way it's holding here. Now I can switch into 1 hour time frame. Are you seeing? Notice the way it's holding. So can you see? Look at this rejection here, look at this clear rejection here, and prices keep holding at those support and at those resistant areas. Now this is another resistant area. Can you see? This is support, broken now, but went back. Are you getting it? But if we are treated here as a zone or as an area, we know that it was not yet broken until somewhere around here. So I just wanted to show you that's another simpler way you can use to identify support and resistance. So let's switch back to what we have for the day. So what we'll be treating today is simple, just to show you how to treat these things as a zone and not as a line, as an area not just as a line. Now look at this. Remember, the person that wanted to trade, that was looking for an opportunity to take a trade from here, couldn't really do this because this thing didn't go anywhere near the line. But imagine someone who was treating this as an area. Now notice, and remember, this same rule applies. You can start from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. Now I want you to see this. Can you see this? Now look at this guy. He came, as in when price started going up, he didn't get to the line, but in that zone, in that particular zone, it held. It touched the zone, didn't get deep into the zone, and started falling out. Came again, tried its best, didn't get into the zone, deep into it, started falling. And then the final one that left and broke out the structure here was the one that actually touched. It touched the zone, but didn't still go out of the zone before falling. Now, and this same thing is applicable for prices in the support area as well. Now I want you to look at this. Remember, we say we want to treat this thing as a zone, as an area on the chart, and not just as a line. Now, did you notice it still did not get here, but from here it's rejected? Now, but somehow it was able to build up until it eventually broke the zone, broke the line, and we know that at this point this place is no longer willing to hold. In fact, with the simple reason that it still came back for a retest, some sort of retest, and from then, boom, it's a bye-bye. Are you getting it? So, and this is very essential because it has a way of helping you to stay very much focused in the market. It enables you not to get swayed by every swing in the market. Every as in, you just notice some kind of swings like that, high or lows in the market. This will help you stay on course. Are you getting it? And that is why it is very important you understand you understand the importance of treating a support and resistance as a zone, as an area on your chart, and not just as a line. Now I'm trying to look for a perfect example where I can say that this line was, that's where I can show you the importance of support, treating support and resistance as a line or as a as an area now, and not just as a line on the chart. Okay guys, so in CAD CHF you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. Now notice what happened around here. Remember, I told you it's best you treat this as a zone or as an area and not just as a fancy line somewhere. Now look at someone who first of all drew a line. Notice what happened. Was this thing broken or not? Yeah, at some point it was. For here we all agreed that it wasn't broken because there was no candlestick close above it. But here, what happened here? There was a candlestick close above it, And in fact, everybody will think that this price will want to continue moving. But that is where treating support and resistance as a zone comes into play. Now, a lot of people must have gotten trapped into here. Maybe in fact some of the situations you may even have another one candle pushing, but just for you to notice that after taking such trade, you notice that you are just trapped. Okay, and this is why you need to treat support and resistance as a zone and not just a line. So notice that for this one now, I'm even giving it some sort of buffer like that, and after giving such buffer, whenever I want to now like place my stop loss, I may have to like check the ATR. Do you understand? Know what's the ATR value for that particular candle, or even just say, okay, rule base, I go with 15 pips ahead of, that's above this place. And if you notice 15 pips above this place, I am still in a very much safe zone. And that is it. So treating support and resistance as a zone, as an area on your chart, is far much better than just treating it as a line. You really need to allow the sink deep into you, because if it doesn't, believe me, it's really gonna get you burnt. And that's one thing with this thing that a lot of people will not really tell you. They just draw those fancy lines and make it look like, show you some cool examples where it actually held, and you feel like, wow, I've gotten a strategy and this thing, in fact, without even taking time to back test it and see for yourself what it really looks like. So you have to be careful and know how you take your trades. Ensure that you understand exactly what you're doing, you're patient, you wait for these trades to form, and then you do the needful. Now, when next we talk, we'll be talking about gaps. And let me know in the comment section now, what do you do with gaps, or what were you taught to do with gaps in the market? Because for me, gaps are my friends, as in I love them so much, because they give me some sense of assurance that makes me feel like, wow, this is almost impossible for it not to work out for me in my favor, because I already know how to look at some candlesticks formations, some kind of patterns I'll be expecting, or because already automatically I know that there is a resistance within that region now, or that zone, and I know how to take advantage of them using price action. So comment in the comment section and then tell me what you do with gaps. Let me know, so that from there we will talk about how I treat gaps in my trades. So viewers, traders, that's it for this particular video. I will continue in the next video, where I will be teaching you the types of demand and supply and how to actually trade them. We will be talking about the rally base rally, the drop base, that's the RBD, rally base drop, and drop base rally. We'll be talking about all those things. So viewers, that's it for this particular class. Thank you very much for your time, and then I will be seeing you in the next video. Stay safe.